test the null hypothesis. I'm going to go kind of fast to keep this as short as possible. First thing you have to do is decide from the problem what the data is to plug into the test statistic formula. There's an easy one right there, standard deviation. 45 looks like the random sample size, and 4.62 is their sample mean, which means that the claim, the null hypothesis that we're testing, is going to be that there's 5 milligrams of oxygen per liter. So that's the data that we're going to need. So let's go into our testing. First step you have to do is you got to write out the null. The null stating that the mean average is 5 milligrams. Second step, what is the alternative hypothesis? This is important, right? They're saying that the mean is something about 5 milligrams, greater than, less than, or not equal to. In this problem, they're saying that it's less than. So there's the null and there's the alternative. Step 2 is find your z-test score using the formula, standardized formula. Let's plug in the values we know. Right? Sample mean minus the population mean divided by the rest of that stuff. It's going to give us a z-score of negative 2.71. So let's use our z-tables and look up the value for a z-score of negative 2.71. So there's negative 2.7. Follow it all the way across until it hits the 0.01. So it looks like the p-value is 0.0034. Let's double check this in our Excel. In Excel, pick a cell, any cell, go over the function bar. Make sure you're in statistical. You're going to scroll down to norms dist with the S in the middle. And our z-score is negative 2.71. Click OK. And so, right, Excel agrees with us. So this z-score produces this p-value. Now let's go ahead and see what that means. Remember what a confidence interval was from last chapter. What that said was that if we repeated the experiment many, many times, that the means would fall in somewhere between these two intervals 95% of the time, 90% of the time, whatever our confidence level was. So that's what a confidence level is. Now if you look at this closely, you can already tell that the 0.0034 is not going to fall within these confidence intervals. Okay, so you have a probability value of 0.0034 that's really small, so that's basically going to come out over here somewhere. And in the alpha, the cutoff level is going to be 0.05. So now we go to step 4. We have to decide, is 0.05, the cutoff level, the critical value, greater than the calculated p-value? Let's check the rules of rejecting a null. The critical p-value is greater than the calculated p-value, so we're going to go ahead and make our decision. We're going to reject the null, and that's basically it. Step 6. It's party time. Reward yourself. Whoop whoop.
GZ.